Main reason we started looking out to the East Coast was trying to get our beer as fresh as we could to the market. Obviously made a lot more sense to make the beer out here in Mills River, North Carolina. However, the excitement of trying to build a new brewery and run a business in 2 locations became quite challenging for a family-run business. The biggest concern that you have in any business is knowing what your assets are. The unique thing about kegs is the brewing industry for so many years just kept filling them, shipping them out, and not really knowing how many they were getting back, what they were getting back. They're a huge asset. They don't do any good sitting around empty. We need to get them back, get them filled, and get them back to the consumers. Before KegID, we literally had to go out and count kegs. It was an all manual function. We didn't have any good data to know how many were out there in the industry, how many were coming back. And we hoped we had enough kegs to fill them and make the orders. We're now pushing over 1 million barrels of beer out a year. There is no way we could track all these kegs without having the visibility that SOG provides. The process actually starts at the distributor when Kegspediter picks those kegs up. The KegID aspect, that's more of the management of the actual asset down to the serial number. Those 2 work together hand in hand, especially in any food product. Traceability is not only becoming more and more the law, but it's just good management practice. Beer is an agricultural product that comes from raw materials. You need to know what you're putting that product in, and you need to know where that product is. So we have 2 forms of scans we use at Sierra Nevada Brewery. One is a handheld. The nice thing about that, it's mobile. We can use that for our inventory control if we have to go double check our inventory as we receive kegs back in. The other one is a fixed scanner, actually on our line going into the racker prior to being filled. Once the keg's filled, it goes back out another line where another fixed scanner reads it and tells us exactly what products put in that keg. The nice thing about it is when you make intelligent decisions based on information that you have. We do that off our computers. We can do it off our iPhones. Once we know where the kegs are and we can start tracking them, then we go to Kegspediter and we actually facilitate getting them to the right location. So as Sierra Nevada and the craft industry grows, it becomes more and more important that we know where these assets are and that we have good partnerships. Our relationship with SLG has been for over 20 years, and it's been a great partnership. Cheers.